Welcome back to the Art of Self-Mastery. I'm Master Johnson. I just got to go ahead and say thank you guys for all of the goddamn engagement. You guys are blowing this channel up. If you're just now seeing my face, feel free to do things with the buttons. I make things make sense, what you're about to see. The second thing is if you guys are a returning viewer, please put "I'm back" inside of the comments, so that way I can go ahead and kind of take tally on who is coming back. I would also encourage you guys to go ahead and drop any questions that you have. See, the more questions that you guys drop, the more I can go ahead and serve, okay? Let's go ahead and dive on into this one. There is a video that I put out talking about money. Okay, actually a few videos that I put out about it. But then there's another video in specific that I am honing in on called Struggling with Money. This is going to be the counterpart to that. So it's going to be a little bit more deeper understanding on how to have money effortlessly flow to you because you are simply not resisting it and or being in a position to where you're not able to have access to it. And again, this is esoteric knowledge, which means this is high-level information that majority of people that see this video will not understand, and that's okay. It took me many years. My job is to make it make sense for you, so it won't take half as long, okay? Again, I would encourage you guys to do the things with the buttons. Thank you for helping me with this channel. Let's go ahead and dive on in. So, on previous videos, I've talked about energy, frequency, vibration. I've also talked about how there is no separation, and I've also talked about how the power of God is within you, and whatever you have and hold as your perspective is what you are going to manifest from the unfolding of this present moment. If you guys have not seen any of those videos and you don't understand what I am saying right now, I would suggest you go check the other videos. Now, for those that do, and for those that are ready for this next level information, I would suggest that you take, take massive notes on this. And then if you feel inclined, I do have a community for you guys. It is no pressure. It's $79 to go ahead and come on in. I will tell you this. The things that I'm sharing inside of that community, I have charged myself hundreds of thousands of dollars for, and therefore I don't necessarily need too much more money, okay? That's gonna be all right. Now I need you guys to understand, just because it's $79 does not mean that the value inside of the community is not gonna be up to par. Quite frankly, majority of the people that are in that community, it is about learning how to implement what they already know. So if you feel like you're at a point where you understand this, but you're just not seeing it come through, that's what I do. I make it make sense so that you can implement it so that therefore you never have to worry about money again. Now, with that said, there is no separation of your money. There is just a differentiation, a relationship, and a association that needs a little bit tweaking so that you can actually open up that pathway and that doorway to have money flow to you. Everybody else that says you have money blocks is incorrect. You do not have money blocks. You are God, okay? Everyone who says that you have to do this in order to receive that is born out of condition. There are no conditions here unless you choose to place your I am awareness in a reality where there is conditions. Now, what does this sound like? Oh, geez, I don't have money. I have to go get a job so that I can make money. And then once I have this money, then I can feel safe and secure, and then I can finally express myself without worry, doubt, or fear. All of that is conditional. And the God that I serve, okay, my brother in Jesus, okay, has been able to show me the truth, because the truth is the thing that sets you free. So whether it's Allah or Baba or whoever it is for you, for me it's Jesus. And this is what Jesus has shown me, and this is what continues to work for me, and I can only speak for myself, but it comes down to this. If everything is energy, frequency, and vibration, then that means that how you feel is directly tied to how you're going to be able to express yourself. Now think about this. Why do people want money? It's for a feeling. It's either a feeling of not being in lack anymore. It's for a feeling of having power. It's for a feeling of having the ability and the freedom to do what they want with who they want whenever they want, buy whatever it is without looking at the tag, buy whatever food without looking at the cheapest option of the menu, take whatever trip whenever they feel like. It's freedom, my friends. So the separating, dividing piece is to think that you cannot access the feeling of freedom before you have the money. And I'm here to tell you, if everything is energy, frequency, and vibration, and that's what you are, and that's what all that is, then it's not about matching or meeting the frequency and vibration of money. No, it's about tweaking your association and your perspective that says money is what you are. Money is a byproduct off of your emotional state and how limited you feel or how expressive and expansive that you feel. So, if law of attraction says like attracts like, then that means how you are operating as, how you are feeling in the likefulness and image of the God that you are, then wearing whatever perspective that's gonna shoot from the lens of your consciousness onto the screen of space, again, high level stuff, from what you choose to see, you will receive. So I need you to understand you are not separate of the money that you think that you want. Now let me make this make even more sense. You've most likely been working for years for money, and you may be being paid, but it's not enough to be able to cause you to feel safe, right? Or just not at all for you to feel anything. See, because society does a fantastic job at placing the price of living here and then paying you this much here. Now, what a fantastic way to keep your energy, your frequency, your vibration in the lower states of fear, worry, doubt, panic, stress, and anxiety. So, the way that you break through that matrix is not saying, oh, I need to work harder to make more money so that I can be finally in a feeling state of peace. Incorrect. Most likely, you've done that. How's that working for you? It ain't working. Right? If anything, it's just working the stress. Because then, here comes the association part. Let's say you finally do manage to make the money, but now you're scared of losing the money. Now you're scared that money's going to lose you. Now you're afraid that you're going to manifest a rainy day, or your car's going to explode, or the other shoe's going to drop, or for my entrepreneurs, the essential client out there is going to, fire you, or your business is going to be bought out, or whatever it is. There's always something to worry about. Again, it's all born out of lack. It's all born out of condition. The association I need you to come into the understanding with and the understanding of. And by the way, if you're seeing this video, you're probably the luckiest person on YouTube right now seeing this, okay? When you trade, okay, listen to me, what you do for how you express yourself, regardless on what's in your bank account, you will then let go of the pressure and obligation that says I don't have money, the fear around that. You will then hone in on how you express yourself from the gifts and passions that you have. You will then hone in and focus on those passions and those gifts of expressing what you do, what you love to do, what you're called to do, what you're born to do. It's called your destiny. Well, then you're going to enter this thing called flow state. And when you are in flow state, you're no longer thinking about what you don't have. You're no longer thinking about your problems and your worries. You're engulfed in the moment, and then you realize that time is not real. Do you remember being a kid, having the ball at the birthday party, and mom or dad says it's time to go, and you're like, what? We just got here. Or when you get lost in playing a video game, or lost in doing your hair, or lost in doing your content, and then you look up at the clock and where'd the time go? See, my friends, that is the place where you're not in your worry. You're in your point and in your place of expression. That is when you're in your self-authenticity. That is when you are living. And when you are alive and when you are separate of the things that you think you need to do, and because you are expressing yourself, what you choose to do, well then now you're operating, here we are, at the highest vibration, frequency, and emotion, energy. You're in your bliss. You've brought heaven here to earth, and you're not doing things to receive things. It is because I am, everything is. Because I am, I choose to express myself with what I do. And because that is the formula, because you're no longer waiting for the money to do what you want, waiting for a relationship to do what you would like, or be or feel the way that you would like to, when you free yourself from the bearings and the chains of this matrix around you, and you go inside and you meet the God within you, for me it's Jesus. For when you understand the power that not religion is given you, not hope is given you, but the power that is your embedded freaking birthright, well then you get to go ahead and operate and align with everything that's meant for you. Again, if you're seeing my video, congratulations. But if you're ready to take the chains off of this, I would suggest you go ahead and come into my community. Money back guarantee. You got nothing to lose, but you have everything to use. And it's your time now. My name is Master Johnson. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And I cannot wait to meet those that are called. And I only want the called.